comments on the draft work program of standing joint ad hoc committees.
Mr. Speaker.
Orlando, please.
Hello? Ok, muito obrigado, Sr. Presidente.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Now we are discussing the working program. But I just want to ask a question. Why is it the swearing in didn't take place today? If it had been done today, the new MPs would then be able to participate. Now we are waiting to the end of the session for them to swear in, which means they cannot participate. So the swearing in should have been held today. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much. May I have Honorable Gabriela Fernandez?
S'il vous plaît.
S'il vous plaît.
Je peux dire quelque chose? Je n'avais pas fini ma réflexion, s'il vous plaît.
Yes.
Unmute. Can you unmute your set, please, Honorable Gabriela? Unmute.
Hello?
We can't hear you. Gabriela. Go ahead.
Sorry, there's too much vibration on the line. We can scarcely hear what she's saying. The line is very bad, unfortunately.
Okay, the technical people, can you please check on that? Any comments?
Give her internet.
Mr. President.
Another internet.
Mr. Speaker.
Another internet.
Okay, I have Honorable Manispain.
There you
You have the floor.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Mr. My name is
Monsieur le Président. Allô? 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 Ça va? D'accord. Ça va?
Honorable members, let us just hold on a moment, please. I think we are having some technical issues. We are having some technical issues. Usman, can you please check what is going on?
My own is not working.
We will go down first. When it starts working,
Usman,
you come up.
can you hear me? Yes, SG.
Yes, we think that the case of Honorable Gabriela has to do with the connection from where she is.
Yeah, it's
not
from
here,
where
Mr.
she is,
Speaker.
not our own site.
Okay, all right, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so now, can we proceed with the draft work program? Do we have any more observations on the said work program? Honorable Bida made a suggestion earlier on, or he wanted to make a suggestion earlier on.
Allô?
Honorable Bida wanted to make a suggestion earlier on. So I will ask that probably this will be the best time for you to talk. Honorable Bida, please go ahead.
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur le Président.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Au niveau du projet de le programme d'activité.
Now, the draft work program for the Parliament, I just want to make a few suggestions about the Public Finance Committee. In other words, the consultation received. So I want to propose a seminar that will discuss the implementation of the community levy accounts, contribution from member states and its disbursement and so
English
on.
translation.
So that, yes, the English translation is on. Yes, English translation is on. Yes, you can go ahead. You can go ahead. So as I was saying, the first activity I'm proposing is to really get together and study the community levy and then look at the results, its implementation by member states and also the institutions of ECOWAS. And then at the end, we produce a report and recommendations. I think this should be done at the fourth quarter. And I think there the SG and so on can contribute. Now, the second activity is a delocalized program to consider the audit report of the ECOWAS institutions in accordance with the treaty, so that every year the ECOWAS community institutions have to submit the accounts to Parliament. So I think that delocalized meeting is very important. We'll come out with the report and recommendations over the period, and that should be done in the fourth quarter. And then the public account can take care of that. And then all the implications will be examined. And then the third activity proposed is a study trip to the community, looking at the public accounts. In other words, to assess the current situation, the monitoring measures, and then sensitizing them, monitoring and evaluation, all the activities proposed, and then we'll produce a report and recommendations that will be submitted to the Parliament, and then the Committee on Public Finances can be in charge, and then the SG can also take care of that. And then the other activity, another study trip to the member states, in other words, to comply with the community levy, and in other words, to ensure that the contributions are regular, and then they are coming into the commission accounts, and that they will be deposited accordingly. So that can be done in the fourth quarter. So this I'm submitting for the consideration of our meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Peter. I think these are very good suggestions, and I believe the SG and his team will take note for further discussions. You know, before I even go further, when we talk about an effective ECOWAS Commission, effective institutions, ECOWAS, it's all about accountability. Just be informed that the Auditor General of the ECOWAS Commission is here, is also with us. Mr. Auditor General, I recognize you, and we really, really appreciate as a Parliament, we appreciate your presence here. If you are around, you can say hello to honorable members, give you the opportunity to just say hello to us, all of us, if you are still online, but I've just been told that you are around. Is the Auditor General still here? Okay, maybe he left already, but we still recognize him. Okay, any more comments on the draft work program? So the draft work program of our 2020 second extraordinary session is hereby adopted. Now we go to consideration and adoption of Parliament's draft plan of activity for the second half of the year 2020. I'm sure you have these documents also with you. The plan of activities for the second half of 2020. Any observations? Any observations on the plan of activities? Any observations? Well, Honorable Bida again. On mute, please.
Merci beaucoup, Président.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Donc, Président, je voudrais, par rapport au...
Now, coming to the delocalized meeting. Sorry, there's interference on this line. Sorry, there's interference.
Go ahead, we can hear you.
Now, about the location, we still have to determine the location. So if you allow it, the ad hoc committee that will be in charge of the delocalized meeting. Unfortunately, the line is breaking. Yes, please ask him to continue.
Actually streaming, but not on you guys' platform. My own platform.
Now, the location is still to be determined. So the chairs of the committee, which are in charge of the delocalized meeting, should make proposals between now and Saturday. That is for the location, the venue, so that we can have an idea, even if it's temporary, about the suggestions of the location for the delocalized meeting. That is the heads of the committees and the chairs of the committees that will then be able to work on the organization. Thank you.
Thank you very much. May I hear from Honorable Sawami? Sawami, please. Unmute. You need to unmute. You need to unmute. Yeah. Unmute your set. Honorable Sawami, please unmute your set. We can't hear you.
Okay, mais...
Okay.
Un peu... Ceux de l'honorable.
Unfortunately, there's an echo on the line, so it's very difficult to follow his statement. There's an echo on this line.
No, I mean, this is email address.
Okay, just continue with your comment.
That I'm on the line. Honorable Oganego from Nigeria is on the line. Thank you. President.
Honorable Sawadi, are you okay? Okay, any more comments?
It's called subdivision. Okay.
Any more comments?
Yeah, commenting. I don't miss it.
Any more comments on the consideration and adoption of Parliament's draft plan of activities for second half of year 2020? Okay, in the absence of any other observations, the draft plan of activities for second half of year 2020 is hereby adopted. Honorable members, the agenda of the opening plenary sitting of the second ordinary session has been exhausted, with the exception message from the president of the commission, who was just a few minutes ago still in a meeting with the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Was along the line, or he may join us on Saturday morning to provide his statement. I remind you, committee meetings begin today from 1500 hours until Friday, 24th July 2020. The next plenary sitting will take place on Saturday, 25th July 2020 at 10. This agenda will comprise the following items: presentation and adoption in plenary of the report of the meetings of standing committees, joint committees, and ad hoc committees. Consideration of the request from the President of the ECOWAS Commission for the Parliament in the implementation of the ECOWAS Protocol on the committee. And 3 that will be added will be the draft report of the session of the 5th legislation of the ECOWAS Parliament is adoption. See, most of the MPs don't have it at the moment. AOB, and then we'll put the session. I want to thank honorable members for your contribution. And I know, Honorable Delgado, you want to say something?
Oui, President.
Okay, can you go ahead? Maybe before
President.
Honorable Speaker, a very good morning to you and thank you. It seems we haven't received all the documentation that you referred to. So is it possible to send them to us so that we can use them when we start holding the committee sittings?
Okay, your phone.
In fact, we don't even have the list of the documents or of the committees. So if you can make that available to us. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you very much. As I see, Honorable Ogini is also Honorable Ogini from Nigeria. I'm sure he wants to make a quick comment. You can unmute. Honorable Ogini, you can unmute. Just unmute yourself. Then you. Okay, that's good. Then we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes, I just want to say that I'm present and I followed very keenly all the discussions, and I'm happy. I only just hope that we can get a copy of the discussions so far, especially the presentations by the financial and the guy in charge of legal, so that when we have this, one can further study them, so that they can make further comments next time. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Secretary General, please, I want to make every effort, probably in the next 30 minutes or so, before probably the next 1 hour or so before the sittings of the committees to ensure that all the documentations are sent to the honorable members, please, so that we will have both committee sittings, that will make sure we look at all of these documents, and please work with the MPs to coordinate everything, please.
Okay, sir, Mr.
Thank you very
Speaker.
much.
Mr. Speaker, we
Thank you
will
very
resend them to the members.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, honorable members.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, this now is AOB that you are taking us to.
My
No,
brother.
Mr. Speaker, I'm still trying for the correction to be made.
Hello, my brother. Can you hear me?
That's what I'm saying. Honorable member, I already told you before that the Secretary General will be available
Hello.
for any comments, any corrections in the next 1 hour or so.
Yeah, but this is for the joint committee that is going to sit.
Exactly. The committees will be sitting.
Yeah, but I am put there as rapporteur. I'm not in that committee.
Absolutely.
The same as Honorable Obi.
That will be taken care of by the Secretary General.
Thank you very much.
Just talk to the Secretary General and everything will be taken care of. We have a co-host. My co-host is the Director of Admin and Finance, I think. Is that correct, SG?
It's Director of Parliamentary Affairs. Is it? It's Parliamentary
Are you
Affairs.
around?
Agriculture is tomorrow.
Is that around?
Mr. Speaker, is the Director of Parliamentary Affairs.
Okay, Director of Parliamentary Affairs. Okay. Mr. Somi, is he around?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, President.
Okay, Mr. Somi. Mr. Somi, so the session will continue. You have to please do not take over from me to ensure that you coordinate the sittings of the committees starting 1500 hours today until Friday. All the corrections that are supposed to be made, all the documentations that are supposed to reach the MPs, please ensure that they receive those documents for a very, very smooth session for the next 2-3 days. Please, I do not want to hear complaints on Saturday morning. I want a very smooth ride on Saturday morning for the presentation of the reports. Thank you very much. Yes, Linda, you want to say something? Yes. Unmute yourself.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Please, I think it's also important that we have a schedule of the committees that are meeting, because we just have committee sittings 2 to 4 p.m. We don't know which committees are meeting, so it's very important that we have prior notice, of the particular committees that will be meeting, and of course the accompanying documents. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Monsieur le Président.
Okay, thank you very much.
Monsieur le Président.
Yes, Mr. Somi. Well, go ahead.
Avant que vous ne clôturiez la séance.
Before you adjourn, I just want to inform MPs that at the end of this meeting, they should disconnect and reconnect into the codes that have been selected for the various meetings. So we've adopted the working program of the committees, and those who are not members of the particular committees but want to attend, they can reconnect and then follow the discussion. So at 3 p.m., we shall then call the meetings to order for the committee. That's Abuja time, 3 p.m. Abuja time. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Honorable, if you have any issues with connections, please contact the Secretary General, or if you are finding it difficult to contact the Secretary General, you can contact the Director of Parliamentary Affairs or my very self. we are available, any member of the Bureau, myself, the first Deputy Speaker, the second Deputy Speaker, the third Deputy Speaker, and the fourth Deputy Speaker. We are available. We will stand by for any support, honorable colleagues. Thank you very much.
Mr. Speaker.
This organization,
Mr. Speaker.
yes.
Yes, Honorable Balogun, Nigeria. I don't know. Hello? Hello?
Honorable Balogun, yes.
Yes. Yeah, Mr. Speaker.
Let me hear you, Honorable Balogun.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, on the issue on translation, because this time around we are not getting the translation for the Francophone and other areas. I don't think is it part of the program, or is there any time so that we get translation during the next session?
Okay, thank you very much. Honorable members, I want us to please bear with the administration. It's the first time we are doing something like this. In fact, personally, I am very, very excited because I didn't even know that our success rate will be to this level. I'm sure we have some technical issues, but our technical people, the IT department, they will continue to work on it to improve. This is almost becoming a new normal, so definitely we'll work as hard as possible and collaborate with the management to ensure that we have a very effective IT system for the smooth running of our meetings. But we have to also understand that this is technology. Is most of the countries, including my own country, we are in the middle of the rainy season right now, so we have sometimes difficulties with the internet connections. And for the IT and the management, I'm also calling on you to work with the interpreters so that we'll have a very smooth interpretation, hitch-free interpretation, because we have a couple of them this session. But I want to thank you very much for the effort you have been so far. And again, I want to thank you, my colleagues, and I wish you a very successful deliberation in your committee meetings. Thank you, and thank you very much. Merci beaucoup, Abriago, or Abriagago. Thank you.
Obrigado.
Yes. Obrigado. Thank you. Thank you very much. Director of Parliamentary Affairs, can you host?
Monsieur le Président. Donc nous allons mettre fin à la réunion et vous permettre de vous reconnecter.
So
we're going to put an end to the meeting, and then you need to
reconnect
return at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Abuja time. You need to.
That's 3 p.m. Abuja time. Obrigado. As you was trying to say it.
Obrigado. Obrigado, obrigado. Meeting has just been ended.
What we need to do